Hi, I'm Pip Waller and this is Being Human, and today I'm going to talk about Samhain, which is what most people now call Halloween. Samhain, the 31st of October, the night of the 31st of October. It was the end of the old Celtic year. The end of the old year was the 31st of October and the new year began on the 1st of November. But between the 31st and the 1st there's a night, and that is the time that's between the worlds. Samhain is a time when the veil between the worlds, between this world and the next world, or the underworld, or maybe it's the previous world, not just the next world, but the place that we come from and the place we go to, Anun, the spiritual land. It's the place when the veil between this world and that world is extremely thin. That's how come it's got this association now, Halloween, association with the dead, with ghosts, and then what's now become this whole spooky thing. What's really going on at Samhain, at Halloween? What's really going on with the energy of nature and the energy of the land? And how can we tune in with that energy and use it by being in tune? It's not exactly using, like making use of it, but it's by being in sync with it and in tune with the energy of the seasons and the energy of the time. We can reap great reward. We can make great progress in our own journey, our spiritual journey, and in fact our journey of negotiating this life. So first of all, a lot of the old calendars, what's happening in nature is a reflection of what's happening with the great goddess. And if you think of the goddess in this context as being very much of the earth, what's happening at Samhain, Halloween, is that the goddess going into her crone aspect. She actually becomes the crone and goes into the valley of death, into the underworld. The energy of the earth goes way down, deeper and deeper, and it's the same as we're going into winter and everything will be bare. It maybe looks like not much is going on here, but actually she's alive very deep on her quest into the underworld, the shining world, the world of possibility, the world of spirit. The goddess will be born, again will return from the underworld as the maiden, and that will be at Imbolc at the beginning of February. But for now, she's gone. And that veil between this world and the world where she has entered is very thin. So we might think about our dead that we've lost. We might think about our own death, which is coming. We might think about where did we actually come from and where are we actually going to? And what is the wisdom from that world? What gifts does she bring back to us, the goddess bring back to us? One very pragmatic and simple way you can think of this time is you can pray to her and give to her, ask her to take your dreams into the underworld with her for the winter. It's not a time for big plans, it's not a time for making new departures. Winter's a time for rest and for dreaming very deeply, not actually starting to decide, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, rush around. Often we've got in the habit of doing that because we've got this new term thing that started in September. So, people get very busy at this time of year very often. Then we've got the Christmas craziness coming. But actually what nature's inviting us to do is to start to go within. The nights are very dark now and long. We're going within, we're reflecting, we're lying fallow so that some real gift can come in the spring. So Halloween, Samhain, very important time of year. I'm Pip Waller, this is Being Human. Thanks for listening.